Ahoy, mateys! Today we're going to be forging ahead, doing another review of the Expanded Universe line of the Adventure Team figures with the Collector Club's 2011 Man of the Sea figure. One of my favorite figures that the Collector Club did. We'll take him back to the shop and do a nice thorough review of him. Arr!
All right, guys, so here he is, the Man of the Sea, the 2011 Collector Club membership figure. This is a great figure. It's yet another member of the expanded Adventure Team universe that the Collector Club did. The 2011 figure, however, went in a different direction than the previous figures in the fact that it utilized a classic G.I. Joe style head in lieu of the previous figures that used foreign head sculpts with flocking. This figure was done in the same vein as the Man of Action, but this time kind of like a sea adventurer version of him. The figure came with a blue tank top and blue shorts, very indicative of the sea adventurer of the classic 70s figure. Again, with the previous Collector Club figures, you're able to buy a polybagged accessory set. The figure utilized, again, like the Urban Adventurer, hard hands instead of the Kung Fu grip hands that we saw with the Man of Asia figure. The head, I believe, is a Masterpiece Edition head, flocked with a nice red hair flocking. It's actually a really nice head flock. The eyes are very subtle. You can hardly see any white in them, so it's a little weird to look at him. It almost kind of looks like the Defender's head in the fact that it has hardly any white. The polybag set was, of course, a reproduction revolver and holster. It came with the classic style binoculars with a string strap and this cool blue rain suit. Very simply made, sorry. And this figure didn't come with the 35 years of anniversary style dog tag. It came with the small metal dog tag, the scale version that you would see in some of the G.I. Joe Collector Club convention sets. Reproduction boots as well. A few things about this figure. First of all, I really like this figure a lot. The concept, I think, is super awesome. It's nice to have like a blue suit sea adventurer recruit type figure. I always imagine this figure being what the sea adventurer was, fresh out of boot camp or whatever school the adventure team sends their guys to. Everything about this figure is nicely done. It's well conceived, well made. The only issue is the head's a little big for the opening of the jumpsuit or the rain suit. So when I've taken it off a few times, it kind of ripped a little bit here. I don't know if anybody else has had that issue as well. Maybe I was a little too heavy-handed, but that's okay. It's my figure, so I don't mind that. I did feature this figure in my Creature of Doom Lagoon photo story. If you guys haven't seen that, I'll put a link in the description below. You can watch it. I think it's one of my better photo stories. This is definitely a figure that I would add to my Adventure Team collection. Of all the previous Collector Club figures, I believe this is the coolest one. It's the well conceived. It really fits with the Adventure Team. The Man of the Sea is kind of a neat homage to the Sea Adventure and also just the sea itself. You could even get into, the classic story Man of the Sea, but I think it's a cool figure to have, and I definitely think if you're building your adventure team and you're able to get access to one of these, definitely purchase one and have it for your collection. Or, if you have an old vintage figure lying around, a hard head or a Man of Action, you want to reflock it, you could make your own. This is pretty easy to duplicate. You could probably even make a better one utilizing some of the Cotswold gear. But that being said, definitely is worth adding to your collection. In November 2011's G.I. Joe Collector Club newsletter, they did, again, a dossier of this guy. which they did with almost all their figures. I love this guy. I definitely like having him in my collection. When the Collector Club announced this figure, I was excited. I probably should have bought a couple of them, but unfortunately I only have one of each of these Collector Club figures because at the time I didn't really know the Collector Club was going to be defunct. So this is a figure I would definitely add to my collection if I were you guys. He's just a really well-made, well-conceived figure. He fits perfectly with the Adventure Team. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Like and subscribe to the page. Hit the notification icon. I have more videos coming out. Look forward to hearing from you guys. And until next time, cheers.